Hi, greetings, Whovians. Whovian Queen here. How have a good week so far? Well, a look at the 11th Doctor era, and that continues on with the episode The Power of Three. Amy and Rory just a normal life without traveling with the 11th Doctor. One day, billions of small black cubes appear across the globe. The Doctor arrives, and he, Amy, and Rory are taken to unit headquarters, where unit's head, Kate Stewart, explains that they have not been able to analyze the cube's function. The Doctor waits with Amy and Rory for several days to monitor the situation and get to know Rory's father, Brian. The Doctor deems the cubes harmless and departs, but instructs Brian to keep watch. A year passes, with Amy and Rory periodically traveling with the Doctor. Brian, observing Amy and Rory returning from one trip, asks the Doctor what has happened to his past companions. The Doctor tells some had met a sad fate, but he will not let that happen to Amy and Rory. Humanity forgets about the cubes, using them as paperweights or other functions. A year after their arrival, the cubes start to activate, scanning information networks and act in self-defense. The Doctor fears this was a slow invasion and goes with Amy to unit, while Rory and Brian help with the hospital. All the cubes are now showing the same countdown timer. When they reach 0, the cubes open, but appear empty. However, massive numbers of cardiac arrest cases are reported, killing about a third of humanity. Kate finds the boxes emitted a signal traced to 7 sites across the globe, including the hospital Rory works at. Hospital, Brian has been taken to a service left by 2 orderlies. Rory follows them and discovers the back of it masks a portal to a ship in Earth's orbit. The Doctor and Amy arrive, discover the portal, and join Rory as he frees Brian. The Doctor is confronted by a hologram of Shakri, who, according to Gallifreyan legend, were self-appointed pest controllers in the universe. The Shakri release the cubes to Earth to wipe out humanity and prepare to send out more, but the Doctor reverses the cube's function, sending a signal that brings those harmed back to life. Feedback from this causes the ship to explode, though the 4 escape safely. As Earth recovers, the Doctor prepares to leave alone, but Brian says he'd take Amy and Rory on a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, asking, just bring them back safe. So now let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. The Doctor tells Brian that a few of his companions have died. This references their kingdom, Katarina, and Adric. At one point, the Doctor, Amy, Rory relax and eat fish fingers and custard, a reference to the 11th hour. While this leads Brian to tell the Doctor to just bring them back safe at the end of this episode, the Doctor, and therefore Brian, will lose contact with Amy and Rory forever in the next episode. Amy and Rory's meal at the newly appointed Savoy Hotel is ruined by a Zygon spaceship parked under the Savoy. The Zygons previously featured in the 4th Doctor serial Terror of the Zygons, and would appear again in the 50th anniversary special The Day of the Doctor. The Tower of London had previously served as a unit base in the Christmas invasion, and was mentioned as such in the Centauran stratagem. The Doctor also mentions having a metallic dog that could hover. This refers to K9, the robotic dog of the 4th Doctor. And now finally onto the production of the episode. This episode's title was originally reported as Cubed, but was later announced as The Power of Three. Chris Chibnall previously written Doctor Who episodes 42, The Hungry Earth, Cold Blood, and the 2nd episode of the 7th series, Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. He was also a major contributor to the spin-off series Torchwood. The Power of Three is the 2nd contribution to Doctor Who's 7th series after Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. Chibnall described The Power of Three as quote, a lovely big Earth invasion story, but different from the ones before, as focused on Amy and Rory's time with the Doctor and the impact of him on their lives. He stated it is more told from Amy and Rory's point of view than ever before, and it's about celebrating them before they leave in the following episode. Chibnall's brief from showrunner Stephen Moffat was to, quote, live with the Doctor, the man who came to dinner, Doctor Who style. Chibnall was also inspired by the story of the MSC Napoli. Matt Smith put disgust into the Doctor's remark concerning Twitter in the episode, referring his real-life decision to stay off the social network. At Chibnall's request, The Power of Three sees the return of UNIT, which first appeared in The Invasion, and became a regular feature during the 3rd Doctor era. This episode reveals that Kate Stewart is now running UNIT. She is the daughter of Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart, who previously appeared in the Real-Time Pictures direct-to-video films Downtime and Deimos Rising, played by Beverly Cressman. Following death of actor Nicholas Courtney in early 2011, the Doctor learned of the Brigadier's death in the 6th series finale, The Wedding River Song. Matt Smith enjoyed working with Gemma Redgrave, describing her as, quote, graceful, funny, and charming, and an absolute delight. The read-through of The Power of Three took place at Rothlock, Cardiff on April 27, 2012. It was filmed by itself in the series' third production block. Because of this schedule, it was the final episode Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill filmed as Amy and Rory. Their last filmed together was getting into the TARDIS with the Doctor saying farewell to Brian. The doors closed, Gillan, Darvill, and Smith hugged and started crying. Some exterior scenes at Amy and Rory's house were reshot in June and July 2012, with Darvill briefly returning for the June reshoot. Producer Marcus Wilson stated that 100 individual cue props were made, with many more added with computer-generated imagery. Amy and the Doctor's conversation outside the Tower of London could not be filmed at the genuine location due to the London Olympics, so we shot it on studio in Cardiff, and the live action was combined with other footage to create the illusion. The episode also features cameos from physicist Brian Cox and Lord Sugar, both of whom were longtime fans of the program. Sugar's cameo was in fact filmed on the set of The Apprentice, with director Douglas McKinnon standing in for the person who was fired. That's kind of funny. So far, I think it's a pretty good episode, and it is the penultimate episode featuring Amy and Rory. Well, yeah, let's just say their final episode is not going to be a happy one, to say the least. So, yeah. So overall, I give The Power of Three 4 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. When I tune in next time as we take a look at Amy and Rory's final episode, The Angels Take Manhattan. Well, hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about future uploads. And to help support this channel, then be sure to check out my Patreon page. Link, as always, is in the description below. Anyway, until next time, this is Whovian Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! Averse polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like it, jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.